I want to show you when you actually understand these basic principles and concepts, you can be one of my many clients who we've helped invest in real estate and get access to funding to be able to go and fund your dreams. We have Jihad Jones, 23 years old, been in a program since March. Between him and his father, have purchased 5 properties. Let me say that again. Jihad Jones, 23, former military, recently lost his job. We show you the concepts to understanding these principles. 23, him and his father have purchased 5 properties since March. We have Kevin Stewart. Well, he's a longtime mentee of mine. Started out really digging in and understanding the power of credit. Kevin didn't come in with the 700 plus credit score. Kevin came in and learned the importance of just understanding financial stability. See, a lot of people won't get to that next level financially because they haven't learned to create a financial stability or some form of financial stability for themselves. Kevin came in, understood the importance of credit, understanding the importance of money and finances, and understanding the cost of money and all of those things. And about a month ago was able to close on his very first investment property. Kayla Farrington, another individual, came to my in-live training event last September, and then about 6 months later was able to close on her very first investment property. And now she's actually going through and getting ready to purchase her second investment property. Her second. Desmond Augustine, he wanted us to let people know he's a full-time truck driver, driving 11 to 16 hours a day, but he understood, how can I get into real estate without using my own money? And so we sent them through to one of our broker lenders where we helped him get one credit card, one business credit card, and you can see the approval. $80,000 on one credit card. That one credit card has positioned him to get his first investment property. Another case study, Marlon Mannion and his 2 sons, they now own their very first investment property. Marlon has a testimonial and a story that's so powerful. He told me, he said, Will, I was at odds with one of my sons. And the reason I was at odds with one of my sons is because he's looking at me as the man of the family. And he's like, Dad, you're not even leaving us anything behind. See, we have to now take inventory of what we're doing to our children. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Are you passing down a poverty mentality, or are you passing on an abundant mentality? If you don't have anything to leave behind, you're passing on a poverty mentality. Why would you want your kids to go into life with a disadvantage financially? So Marlon wanted to change that. Joined REI 90, got one-on-one coaching with me. And now he not only has himself, but his boys that are in the program. One of his sons went to the NFL Combine. And I actually did a breakdown of the statistics of the percentage of success, especially in the Black and brown community. We've now made sports the get out of poverty strategy. But once you learn that the percentage of making it in the NFL is 0.1%, the percentage of making it in the NBA is 0.0%. There's only 450 slots in the NBA. I don't know how many roster slots it is in the NFL. Maybe 1,000. You have 0.3% of making it into the Major League Baseball. You have like less than 1% of making it in Hollywood. When you own real estate, you have a 90% success rate of success. You have a 90% success rate of building wealth when you own real estate. One house increases your net worth by $100,000. Ask yourself, do you own $100,000 worth of anything right now? Them purses, them shoes, those belts, the cars, none of that stuff is valuable. Unless you have an exotic watch collection that increases in value, if you don't have APs or real Rolexes, like, you don't own anything that is creating an abundance strategy for your family, only a poverty. Because poverty is taught from generation to generation. And Marlon was able to change that for his family. Another case study, Clarence Jordan went through bankruptcy. He shared his testimony about a week or two ago. Said, well, I went through bankruptcy, but that was not final for me. See, if you go back and watch my TEDx talk where I talked about the power of failure, where I said failure is not final. failure is not final. Sometimes you got to fail so you can get the data so you know what works and what doesn't work. See, pain and failure was my greatest teacher. Me losing everything twice was the best thing that could have happened to me. Me losing my tax franchise, me not going through the ups and downs, me losing my, like, all of those things are the reasons I'm here today. More case studies. This is an actual mailbox money payout from one of my mentees. His rental payout is $6,600. That's actually on the low end. Because if you look at the top one where it says owner contribution and it has $100 in parentheses, he actually used his rents to cover some of the cost for his property. So he told me, he said, Will, I actually make about $8,000 every single month in real estate payouts. So could you imagine making a guaranteed $100,000 every year from real estate? Cut that in half, 4,000. Cut that in half, 2,000. So imagine making $2,000 every single month from real estate. So understand that it's not just me.